right, good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. This morning, we are going to warm up on our feet, but then get down to the floor relatively quickly, do a lot on the floor, and then depending on time, we may pop back up to your feet. So I'm going to turn the music on. We will start. Let me just make sure my mic's all set. Looks good to go. All right. So we're gonna start up on our feet. Big shoulder rolls, big arm circles, wake up the shoulders. Let's do one more each side. And the opposite direction, bring the big arm circles, come forward. One more each side. Then bring those arms out, palms face forward, open up the chest, and give yourself a hug. One arm comes on top. And then the opposite side. So open up, make sure we really focus on opening up the chest, shoulders down, and then the opposite arm comes on top. And release a soft bend in the knee, and we will go into those swimmers. One arm forward, one arm back. Little soft bend in the knee. Wake up the legs as well. And release. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Two more. Last one. We are going to bring the arms overhead. So alternate, let me back up a little. Alternate bringing the arms overhead. And when we bring the arm overhead, we want to reach to the side so we feel this all the way down the side of the body and come up on that toe. And then the opposite side. Let's do one more each side. And then back to center. We are going to twist and pivot on that toe. Like I say, make sure we pivot on that toe. Make sure the opposite foot's turned out slightly so that knee goes in the same direction as that toe. So we want to move through the hips and then extend your arm long. Let's do one more each side. Back to center, shoulder roll. So we want a big full range of motion. Bring the shoulders forward, up, around, and down. Forward, up, around, and down. Really try to get as much range of motion that you can here. And really focus on keeping those shoulder blades together and down. An extra squeeze in that position. Last one. Arms out at shoulder height, small circles in one direction. Make sure your palms of your hands are facing the floor. And the opposite direction. And release. Take one more deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Up on the toes, we are going to come up into those calf raises for 10. And then we will make our way down to the floor. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 10. We're gonna make our way down to the floor. We'll stay down on the floor for a while. So if you want some water, you can bring your water with you on the floor. We'll be down here for a little bit. So just mentally prepare. We're gonna come down on our backs. On your back, hips will be square, arms long by your side. We are going to settle into this position. Relax the shoulders down. Hips are square, they are relaxed down. Feet about hip width distance apart. Abdomen is tight. Take a couple deep breaths here when you are settled. And 10 pelvic tilts. So we are going to press that low back down to the floor. Butt stays down as we press that low back down to the floor. And then release. Press down and squeeze. And release. Take your time. I'm on number 6. And 7. 8. 9. And last one. You can release, bring your arms long by your side, but turn the hands so the palms are facing in. Drop the shoulders away from ears. From here, we are going to bring that left arm all the way up and overhead. That left arm is nice and straight, palm is still face in, and we want to try to get that thumb down to the floor behind you without arching the back and without bending the arm. So pay attention to your range of motion. If you cannot touch the floor, that is okay. But just be mindful as to how far you go. And then we're going to go right into the opposite side. Alternate sides, slow and controlled. One more each side. And you can release. We are going to bring those arms out to at shoulder height. Relax the arms down, relax the shoulders down. Drop the knees over to the right, head comes to the left. And then bring the knees over to the left, head goes to the right. Back and forth. And back to center. Extend your right leg long. Let that right foot, flex that right foot. Arms are long by your side. Again, we are keeping a nice strong pelvic tilt. Press that low back down to the floor. We are going to flex that right foot and lift that right foot all the way up as high as you can with that pelvic tilt. Then point your toes and come back down. 5 on this side. This one is 2. Now really focus here on pressing that low back down to the floor. The butt should be down. Hold that pelvic tilt. This is 3. That is 4. Last one like this. And release. We are going to keep that right leg long and now extend the left leg long as well. Back to that right leg, we are going to flex that right foot. So same leg that we were just lifting. Lift that leg up, pelvic tilt, point the toes, come back down. Another 5. Focus on how your body's feeling. Take your time. This one is 4. And this is 5. When you release, you can bend both knees again. Then pull both knees in towards your chest. Hug them in, just rock side to side. Relax your low back for a second. Then we have the other side. So both feet back down on the floor, knees are bent, pelvic tilt. Extend your left leg long, flex your left foot. Lift your left leg up as high as you can, but make sure you hold that pelvic tilt. Then point the toes and come back down. That is 1. 2. 3. 4. That's 5. You can release that leg down and extend the right leg long. When you're ready, 5 more leg lifts on your left. So flex that same foot, lift it up, point your toes, and come back down. This is 3. And 4. Last one. That's 5. You can release, bend both knees, pull both knees in towards your chest, hug them in, just rock side to side. From here, we are going to extend those arms up towards the ceiling. So make sure the fingertips are up towards the ceiling, not over the head. We want to bring them straight up and down so the wrist is in line with your shoulder. We want to bend the knees at about 90 degrees, but we want to make sure that the knee is also in line with your hip. From here, shoulders are down, abdomen is tight, and we want to alternate tapping the heel down to the floor so we are flexing the feet. So moving from the hip, we are bringing that right heel down and up, and then that left heel down and up. That was 1. 2. 3. 4. Keep that core nice and tight. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. That's 10. Release, pull both knees into your chest. Hug them in, rock side to side. When you are ready, we are going to roll on over to your left side for your clamshell. I'm going to unhook my mic here for a second. On the left, knees are bent, feet are stacked. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Abdomen is nice and tight. Feet are together. Then we are going to lift that top knee, so should be the right if you are on the left side. We are going to lift that knee up and then slowly come back on down. And again, we're going for 10. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. Stay on this side and extend both legs long. So both legs are long. Now make sure we're not hinging at the waist. We want a nice straight line. Ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, and ear. From here, flex that top leg, and we are going to go right into that lateral leg lift, up and down. Now, if you need to, you can bring that leg back just a little bit. We really want to feel, oops, in the hip and in the glute. That's 2. 3. We're doing this for 10 as well. 4. Pressing out through the heel, but make sure the toes are down slightly as well. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That one is 10. Now the other side. So flip on over onto the right. Clamshells first for 10, and then those lateral leg lifts for 10. All right, so knees are bent, feet are stacked, abdomen is tight, hips are square, and then we are lifting that left knee up and then bringing it back down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. Extend both legs long, flex the feet, abdomen is tight. As we lift that left leg up and down, that's 1. Press out through the heel. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. You can release. We are going to roll back onto your back. Back on your back for your bridge. So I'd like you to start off with a wider stance. Pelvic tilt, abdomen is tight, shoulders are down. We are going to go into 15 wide stance bridges. Now you can keep your arms long by your side, or if you prefer, you can cross the arms over the chest. Whatever over the chest makes it a little bit harder to balance, so that's up to you. Pelvic tilt, 15. Exhale, lift the hips up into a bridge, and then slowly release on down. There is a humongous spider coming down from my ceiling up. I don't know where it went. Keep on going. Make sure the knees don't come in. That's 3. We want a little external rotation on the knee. That's 4. 5. 6. Keep going because I'm not sure where that guy went. So you count to 15-ish. All right, he's probably crawling on me. Make sure you hold that pelvic tilt. Oh, I see him. He's running away. I'm going to say this is number 12-ish. For me, you keep going. And when you hit 15, we are going to pause up at the top and then slowly lower down. Pull both knees into your chest. Hug them in when you finish. Rock side to side. And release on down. So we are going to take that right ankle, place it on top of left knee, single leg bridges. I would like you to do up to 10, please, however many feels appropriate for you. Pressing through that left heel, hips are square, shoulders are square, abdomen is tight. Exhale, lift up, and then slowly lower down, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And that's 10. We are going to go on over to the opposite side. So uncross. Then when you're ready, you can take that left ankle, cross it on top of right knee. Hips are square, shoulders are square, pelvic tilt, abdomen is tight, pressing through the right heel this time. Lift your hips up into a bridge and then slowly lower down. That's 1. And 2. Now I feel like he's crawling on me. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. You can release, pull both knees into your chest, hug them in, rock side to side. Both feet back down on the floor, this time a neutral stance. So about a hip width distance apart, pelvic tilt. One more time with that bridge, both feet down. Again, you can cross your arms over your chest or keep your arms long by your side, pelvic tilt. Exhale, lift up and squeeze. Then slowly lower down, that's 1. We're going for 15 again. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. One more. And 15. Release, pull both knees into your chest, hug them in, rock side to side. One more time with that dying bug. So your arms will be over your chest, palms facing each other, bend the knees at 90 degrees. This time, if you choose to add the arms, you are more than welcome to. We will be doing 10 per side again. abdomen is tight. Then we tap the heels down, opposite arm, opposite leg, and up. Then the other side, and up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. You can release. Pull both knees into your chest, rock side to side. And when you are ready, we are going to flip on over to your stomach. So I'm going to grab my timer, which I have right here. So on your stomach, we are going to start off with that low plank. So 30-second plank, forearm plank. I'm going to talk about that 30-second plank first. We have our forearms are parallel, elbows in line with shoulder, a little external rotation on the hands. So we want palms facing each other. Shoulders are down. Make sure the shoulders aren't up by the ears. The butt is down. We want to make sure the tail's not up. We have 30 seconds. Everybody up and hold, please. So we want to make sure that the tail is tucked. We don't want to sag through the hips. We want to tuck the tail. We want to make sure that the shoulder is in line with the elbow. Make sure you are breathing. Belly button to spine. And release on down. You can push back into your child's pose, butt back over your heels. And then up into that tabletop position, hands and knees, for 30 seconds of that bird dog. So we are going to take our right arm forward, left leg back, and hold 30 seconds. So the right hand is palm face in. The thumb is up towards the ceiling. We are flexing our opposite foot, so the left foot and that left leg is long. The left wrist is in line with your left shoulder. The right knee is in line with your right hip. Hips and shoulders are square. And we have 5 more seconds here. Then right away we will switch to the opposite side and switch. So same thing here, left hand is palm face in, pressing out through that right heel. Shoulders are down, back is flat. Hips and shoulders are square. Right wrist is in line with that right shoulder. Left knee is in line with your left hip. And you are breathing. We have 5 more seconds. And release. Push on back into your child's pose. And come on down to your stomach. Head stays down on your hands. We are going to have a strong pelvic tilt, so make sure we don't arch the back. We want to tuck the tail. Alternate heels here. We're going for 10 per side. 2 and 2. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Squeeze the booty. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. You can release, push back into child's pose. We are now coming up to that high plank or push-up style plank for 30 seconds. Wrist is in line with shoulder. Same thing, just this time your arms are long, shoulders are down. Make sure the butt is not up in the air. 30 seconds, let's begin. So wrist is in line with your shoulder. Make sure you're not sagging through the hips. We want to tuck the tail. Pull that belly button up towards your spine. Shoulders are down. And breathe. And release on down. You can push back into that child's pose again. Take your time, relax here. And finally, when you are ready, we are going to make our way all the way up to our feet. Back on up to standing. Back on up to your feet. You can grab some water if you need it. When you are on your feet, we are just going to alternate those heel touches to the front. So pressing through that heel of that stationary leg as we jam the heel, jab the front heel down. So the front heel comes down, toes are up, and then the back heel, we are still pressing through, even though we are keeping the toes down. Whew, that was a mouthful, apparently. One more each side. Then let's take those toes back. So we are stabilizing on that stationary leg and just tapping that foot back. So I'm not shifting my weight. I'm staying on that standing leg. One more each side. Then we will go right into heel and toe. So I'm going to have you all stabilize here on that right leg, pressing through the right heel, heel and toe on the left, shoulders down, abdomen is tight. So left heel forward, left toes back, left heel forward, left toes back. Again, we're stabilizing, we're staying on that stationary leg. You can get a little lower to make it a little harder. And release opposite side. So now we're going to stabilize here on that standing leg, pressing through that left heel, soft bend in the knee, abdomen is tight, heel and toe on the right. Again, you can get a little lower to make it a little harder. And release. We are going to open up our stance just a little bit, and I'm going to have you do your air squats. So just squat here, soft squat, chest is up, hips go back, Eyes are forward, push your butt back, weight is pressed through the heels. We want to come down as low as you feel comfortable and then back on up. We're shooting for about 10. So down and up. I find that keeping your hands clasped in front of your chest or up by the shoulders helps keep your chest up. That's 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That is 10. We are going to come back to center. And now I'm going to have you step out with that left foot to the left. So nice wide stance. When we have that wide stance, I'm going to have you push your butt back a little and press through the heel of that left foot. So when you step out, I don't know what way it's going to show you better. You want to push your butt back, make sure the knee doesn't go too far forward. Chest is up, but that opposite leg will be long. From here, we're coming up, and then the opposite side. So we're pressing through that right heel. Chest is up. Now that left leg is long, and we are bending that right. Back on up. Make sure the knee goes in the direction of the toe to protect the knees. We want to press through the heel of the foot that we are leaning onto. So the heel of that foot, so we should feel it in the glute, hamstring, a little in that quad. And you can come back to center, walk those feet back on in. And we are going to step on over because I'd like you to take 2 steps to your left. Feet are parallel, and 2 steps to your right. So 2 to the left and 2 to the right. When you have this, you can bring the arms overhead a little bit. Now remember, the higher the arm, the higher the heart rate. So if you want to keep your heart rate down, don't bring the arms up as high. Be mindful of what you need today. And let's come back to center. Now we are going to go into those butt kicks. So we are going to shift your weight, bring a heel to the butt, alternate sides as we kick your glutes. When you have this, we are going to bring the arms forward and back. One more each side. And let's pause here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Now we are going to go right into some soft kicks. So we are going to balance on one leg. So let's balance here on the left. Bring the right knee up. Kick out with the bottom of the foot. Knee in and down. Then the other side. So you can keep your kicks low, but bring the knee up, kick, in, and down. Up, kick, in, and down. So when you have that, you can pick it up a little. Think of a little bit more fluid. You want to press out through the heel. If anybody wants to be a rocket, you can kick higher, but don't fall backwards. keep your core tight. If you want to try any higher, make sure you're next to something where you can hold on to if need be. One more each side. And release. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one, and we are going to stop those arms at shoulder height. This time we are turning the hands so the palms are up towards the ceiling. Look up, push your thumbs back, open up that chest. And release. That left arm will stay long. And bring that left arm, straight left arm across the body. Pull it in with your right. Now make sure that shoulder's down. We don't want it up by the shoulder or by the ear. And release, opposite side. And release. Roll the shoulders back. Next time the shoulders are back, keep them down and back and take your head, look to the right. And to the left. One more to the right. And one more to the left. Release. We are going to come on down to the mat on your into your child's pose. So come on down into child's pose. Walk those hands forward. Push your hips back. Sink down into the floor. Then from here, walk your hands over to the left. When your hands are to the left, it's important that your butt is down on the heels and that your head stays between the arms. And the other side. Back to center. Tabletop position, hands and knees, cat cow. So arch and sway the back. And you can release, come on down onto your right side. On the right side, we are making a nice straight line with the body. Hips are square, shoulders are square. And when you are ready, reach for that left ankle. Pull the left heel back towards your butt. We want to push the hips forward. We want to feel this in the quadricep. Release. Roll on over to the opposite side. So now we're rolling on the left. Extend both legs long. Then from here we are reaching for that top heel, pulling that top heel back towards your butt for your quadricep stretch. You can release and roll onto your back. On your back, arms come out at shoulder height. We drop the knees over to the right. Head comes to the left and hold here. Then bring the knees over to the left. Head comes to the right and hold here. Back to center. Bring that right knee in towards your chest. Extend the left leg long. Hug that right knee in and circle that right foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Extend that bottom of the right foot all the way up towards the ceiling. Pull that straight right leg towards your chest for your hamstring stretch and hold. Release and extend that right leg long. Same thing on the left, so we are going to pull that left knee in towards your chest, circle that left foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release, extend that leg long, Bottom of the foot's up towards the ceiling. Pull that straight leg towards your chest for your hamstring stretch. And you can release. You can sit up and sit however you are comfortable. If you prefer to stand, you can make your way all the way up to your feet. We are just going to roll those shoulders back again. Relax the shoulders down. Take your head, look to the left. That's your right to the right. And left. Back to center, then up. And down. You can release back to center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job today. Happy Thursday. Have a great weekend.